We're standing here in front of two LG units. They're pretty similar except for color. They look exactly the same as you're looking at it from this angle, but they are big time difference. This one here has an agitator. This one has an impeller. So let's talk about what the differences are and what the advantages and disadvantages of each one of these are. So this unit here has a capacity of 5.3. This one here has a capacity of 5.5. And the only difference is the space the agitator takes up within the unit. But there is a difference in how they wash, because when you have an agitator, in my opinion and an opinion of the experts, this does clean better. We have the agitator in this unit, and the purpose of the agitator is basically to turn the clothes over. The more times that it can take that article of clothing and turn it over, the cleaner it gets. So you have a little bit more water in these units. So when you put a larger capacity in a unit with an agitator, it does turn the clothes over more. So it does get a larger load cleaner because it has the ability to turn them over. When you're looking at a unit with an impeller, yes, you look in there and I have all this room in there, and yes, I can throw a big blanket in there and I can fill this thing up top, and oh, look at what I can wash. Well, you can stick them in there. Now, will it wash? That's another story. Because with an impeller, they don't wash very well because they have to take the clothes themselves and basically rub them against themselves to basically get the clothes to turn over. Well, if you have an item at the bottom going back and forth trying to turn the clothes over, and you have clothes sitting halfway up the drum, well, it's not going to turn over very well. All it's going to do is basically sitting in water. It's almost as effective as taking that article of clothing and putting it in the sink and taking a finger and going like this with the water, because that's about all it does. It doesn't really turn it over. It doesn't really get the dirt out of the product. If you fill it about halfway full of what its capacity is, yes, it'll do just fine. But anything more than that, it doesn't do very well as far as how well it cleans. You're saying to yourself, what is the difference between this machine here that has the impeller and a front load machine? You're thinking, well, a front load machine just sits in water and it kind of rubs your clothes together. Well, you have to look at a front load machine more like a machine with an agitator in it, because the purpose of the agitator, again, is to take those clothes that are up high in the unit. Because the agitator is finned, it actually pulls the clothes down. It forces them down inside the drum so it turns the clothes over so they come back around like this. The more times that it can do that within a wash cycle, the cleaner your clothes get. If you take a machine such as this and you turn it up on its side, that is a front load machine. A front load machine, the whole drum turns. So the drum actually picks up your clothes and it drops your clothes, and it causes the clothes to turn over. So it does a better job of cleaning that way because it tumbles the clothes and turns them over within the machine. It's the same as a top load machine with an agitator in it. Now with the wash plate, they're great because you can put bigger things in there. You can put like a big blanket in there. You don't have to necessarily worry about having the agitator in it, but you can't put a big blanket and a bunch of other things within a machine that has an impeller because it just doesn't wash as well, because it doesn't turn them over as well, but it will do a larger capacity where this won't, and a front load will. So it gets kind of convoluted. You can say, well, you know, I mean, which one is which? You know, which one is better for me? Front load machines have a different role than a top load machine with an agitator or a top load machine with an impeller. So advantages and disadvantages of an agitator unit versus an impeller unit. The agitator unit, one that does clean better. It definitely cleans better. Your wipers will be wider. Your clothes will definitely be cleaner within this because it actually forces your clothes over with a larger load. Second advantage is you can do larger loads with this unit versus an impeller unit and actually get them to clean. Third advantage, it is cheaper, not by much, but it is about $100 cheaper for an agitator model versus an impeller model. I don't know why. It uses a lot of the same technology, but it definitely is cheaper. Here are the disadvantages. With an agitator, it's definitely rougher on your clothes, definitely more aggressive on your clothes. It will diminish the life of your clothes over time. It's not going to ruin it within a week or a month, but if you keep that same shirt for 2-3 years, and you guys out there know what I'm talking about, it may not necessarily last that long because it is more aggressive. Other disadvantages, because it will handle the larger loads, it uses more water. So if you're water conscious, something you may want to keep in mind. So let's go over to the advantages of an impeller model. Is one, it does have a larger capacity. You know, it's not much larger, but it definitely has a larger capacity. Number two, it's more gentle on your clothing because you're not having an agitator in there. Third advantage would be it's easier for loading overall because there isn't the agitator in the middle of it. Disadvantages is of this unit, it doesn't clean as well, especially if you have a load that's more than halfway up the drum. It just does not clean as well because it can't turn the clothes over like they should. So you have all that space in there, but you really can't take advantage of that space if you want your clothes to come out clean. The other disadvantage of it is generally with these machines, they are a higher cost. They're both great machines. They both have their purpose. You know, as far as the one that works best for you, that's something that you would have to decide for yourself. But either one of them's a great machine. And you do have, in some cases, you know, there is Whirlpool builds a unit that has a removable center agitator. So you can have kind of the best of both worlds with that model. So you can have the agitator when you need to be clean and you need to be more aggressive, and you have it not there, so you have just the impeller at the bottom. We've done another video on that. I hope this information has been helpful for you. If you have any questions or any comments, we'd love to hear them. Please put them below and we'd be happy to answer them for you. Well, thanks for watching, but wait, don't leave yet because we have lots of other videos. You should check them out on our channel because there's lots of great information that you will definitely find useful. You know, if you have any questions about something, check them out. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you again real soon.